And yet she still plays at a very high level.
Yeah, and it's consistency for me. It'll always be that. Can you be consistent? Don't just be some tiny. You don't have respect for some tiny people.
10 on the shot clock. Howard. 6 over to Hillman. Canada.
Oh, is it a double dribble?
2 seconds. Hillman gets that to go as the shot clock is winding down.
My, oh my. That mid-range shot looks pure for Naz Hillman. 4 of 8 now. 10 points for Naz.
74-73, Atlanta advantage. Atkins off the mark. Gray with the rebound. Gray's 9th rebound of the ball game. All 5 Atlanta starters in double figures, Christy.
It looks like they're trying to get something away. A screen maybe for Ryan Howard, and they want a timeout because that did not unfold the way Tanisha Wright was describing it as the ball came over half court.
Psych, they're going to use a reset timeout.
Okay. She still gets to a play call, right? And she's still like, listen, I was trying to tell you, get that stagger away for Ryan Howard. We'll see, maybe they won't. Maybe they wanted to take it out here so they can get something straight into Howard here on the sideline out of bounds. Yep.
8 on the shot clock for Howard to work with. Getting downhill. And a whistle, a foul. They give that to Dolson.
Yeah, that's exactly why they called that reset timeout. Tanisha Wright gets a sip of water. She was like, that's just what I wanted. Wanted to get the basketball right into Ryan Howard's hands. I mean, she averages just under 18 points per contest. And right here, Dolson with the pump fake. It may have been a travel there. I mean, she had already gathered, so can't sell me on the gather step because she had already done that.
I wasn't trying to sell you on that one.
The people at home may have been saying it. You got an extra one, a little extra half step down in there.
Under a minute to go, Atlanta with a 3-point advantage.
Gotta set solid screens and take good care of the basketball. Paint point would be great. Eric Thibault wants to reorganize things.
And this is an actual timeout this time. He didn't pump fake us.
He did not pump fake like Ryan Howard did down there and got Dolson off her feet.
47.7. It's a one-possession game if you go for a 3. If you're Eric Thibault, what are you looking for off this possession outside of being clean?
Well, 47.7 seconds. You can go 2 for 1 clearly on that, right? And the way Washington has been shooting the triples, 10 of 29. Not bad, 35%. But I think they should get something downhill. They've got some strikers out there with Atkins. You've got Slim out there, Brittany Sykes, and Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. I say go for a deuce, get a stop. And Shatori Walker-Kimbrough just spoke her name for good reason. She has been excellent in terms of making the proper reads, whether that's on the defensive end or turning that defense into offense. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough has been a firecracker for this Washington Mystics squad. The crowd loves it. The integrity of her energy speaks for itself. And she has shown and proved her value and her presence on the floor.
It will be Atkins, Walker-Kimbrough, Engsler, Dolson, and Sykes. The 5 on the floor for Washington. They'll have 13 seconds on the shot clock to work with. It will be Charles, Hillman, Gray, Canada, and Howard, the 5 for Atlanta.
Well, I love how Shatori Walker-Kimbrough just looked over at Ariel Atkins, and Ariel Atkins just immediately started applauding like, we got this.
Atkins able to get it to Walker-Kimbrough. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to go back to Atkins, deflected out of bounds by Canada. They'll have 2 seconds to work with.
Ooh. Just a toughie right there. And another timeout by the Mystics.
And Eric wants to talk this over. Try to get something clean set up with just 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, clean starts with great screening, okay? And that clears the path. And it's not the person you're screening for who most times gets the basketball. Right. The screener is the one that most times finds themselves in viable opportunities to score.
A lot of the time, that's how we've seen Steph Dolson get a lot of her pick and pop threes.
Yep.
So with that, sorry, Chrissy, with that timeout, the Mystics have no timeouts now to work with.
And that's tough, but still, I'd go 2 for 1. Still plenty of time, 36.5 seconds. So I'd still go 2 for 1. They're going to get it on the sideline. Not really going to have a lot of time for a 3 anyway. So it's got to be something where you're setting a solid screen, maybe to the weak side, and get somebody curling off going to the basket. Well, Emily Ensler has been fantastic from 3 this afternoon, 2 of 4 to be exact. This one, nice and smooth. Corner pocket triple there, and then the spray out opportunities that she has set herself up for have come up big for the Mystics.
And you see the Mystics bench points, a complete advantage in this ball game. A big reason why they have had success this season has been the consistent step up of the bench. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Dolson to inbound here, same 5 for both teams.
Curl cut. Here comes Atkins off the top.
Has to launch it, and a shot clock violation.
They went for that 3. And here we go. Can Washington show some desperation here defensively and get a stop? And another crack at it on the offensive side.
14 seconds on the shot clock for Canada.
And Atlanta melting the clock away.
6 seconds now for Canada. Still with it. 4 seconds. 2 seconds. Does not go. Dolson able to back tap it. 10 seconds for Sykes to work with. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Sykes. And that is how this one will close. Atlanta, in overtime, will come away with the 3-point win and keep themselves alive.
Yeah, they kept their playoff hopes alive. Lost by 3 to this same Washington Mystics team on Friday, and now flipped the